America is the only country in the world that allows life sentences without the possibility of parole for people under 18. And black children are the ones being disproportionately sentenced. Joe Ligon knows this all too well. He spent 68 years in prison after being locked up at 15, becoming the nation's longest serving juvenile lifer. Now at 83, he's finally free and sharing his story with BNC correspondent Astrid Martinez.
So you having a good day?
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia looks different these days for Joseph Ligon. He spent nearly 7 decades behind bars.
It felt real good to be free from prison.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Ligon and a few friends were involved in a deadly stabbing in Philadelphia in 1953. He says he didn't kill anyone, but a judge sentenced him to life in prison.
I couldn't read or write at that time, okay? And I didn't know that I had a right to have someone present. At the time I was being questioned by them detectives. I learned that much later on, okay? And I became more upset and crazy angry.
For 68 years, Joseph's world stood still. He's never been able to vote, work a job, own a home, fall in love, or father children.
That affected my whole life.
Now Joseph finds joy in spending time with his family.
I'm very happy to be around the family that's still alive, because a lot of family passed.
Bradley Bridges has been Joseph's lawyer for 15 years and has made the release of juvenile lifers a mission.
Well, there was a lot of complications because not only was it involved in his case and all the issues involved in his case, but there were legal issues that involved about 525 juvenile lifers in Pennsylvania and probably several thousand across the state across the United States. So we started in 2005. There was litigation that a number of cases went up to the United States Supreme Court.
In 2016, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that mandatory life without parole sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional and should be resentenced. By that time, Joseph was in his late 70s, and he refused to be resentenced or paroled.
I'm willing to remain in prison to my last breath, trying to get what I'm after. Time served. I'd have served my time.
Bridge says Joseph's case is a representation of many issues in the criminal justice system.
They're not sympathetic to black and brown people, period.
Joseph knows he can't go back in time and change what he did, but he will use the rest of his adult life to tell his story.
Because he would have helped so many others, okay, and so many people, not only in this country, but around the world.
Astrid Martinez, Philadelphia, BNC.
So heartbreaking. All right, let's bring in BNC's legal contributor and veteran prosecutor, Paul Henderson. Paul, that just breaks my heart. Oh, God. All right, so given this, we were talking about this the other week, the Supreme Court's recent ruling rejecting restrictions on life without parole for juveniles. The story about Joe Ligon really just puts all of that into perspective.
It does, but it highlights a couple of really important things yet again. One is the ruling that they had last month, which is controversial only because it turns around the ruling that they made that released Ligon out of custody in the first place. And that's basically they rejected restrictions to life sentences, life without the possibility of parole, for juveniles. And that's what's at the heart of this. And then the secondary big issue here is literally, again, I'm going to say it, race and the disproportionality in terms of what happens to communities of color in the criminal justice system. And at this point, we know that there are more people with criminal records in this country than there are people that have university degrees, college degrees, and that disproportionately are people of color. And so that's a real issue. And that to me is what colors, no pun intended, the whole background of this whole story of seeing someone at this age that was in custody for so long, that had so many restrictions placed on him and still has a lot of restrictions placed on him. It's a sad story, and a reflection on how much work we still need to do in our criminal justice system in order to move forward, Yodit.
And you know, the part where he was saying, you know, he was 15 or 16 at the time, but he was a kid. And he didn't realize that when he was being questioned by detectives that he could actually have an adult or a lawyer present. You know, just listening to that.
I mean, that's a big deal. The laws have changed, and this is what we've talked about in the past, that as the laws have changed and they have improved, and we've recognized the need for people to have had rights, we don't retroactively apply those, and we allow folks to linger in our prison system. And the same is true with our technology, and we talked about this before, like with DNA and fingerprint evidence. As we have evolved in sophistication, we have not applied our sophistication to re-review folks that could be serving sentences inappropriately in our justice system. And that's part of this travesty, and it's all compounded by the layer and the lens of race when evaluating the disproportionate track and pipeline that we built for people of color growing into our criminal justice system and our mass incarceration problem that, again, this is costing us, just from an economic perspective, $182 billion a year. We can't afford that as a country to maintain this in our country in the way that we are doing it. We have to take a different approach. And cases like this really stand out to me of exactly the wrong direction. I mean, we have to do a better job, and we have to dismantle this system, even if we just shift it in terms of reform instead of just punishment, or a combination of the two, so that we're not just building a pipeline and then just dumping people back into communities without resources and restrictions able to fit back into society and contribute to society. That's a problem.
He's 83 now. I mean, what is his life going to look like at this point? He's been institutionalized, right? How does he?
I can tell you what it's going to look like, because he's got, aside from his age, he has restrictions on any educational pursuits that he may want to have, on his housing because of his conviction, on employment because of his conviction. And this is before we even talk about voting, in case he's motivated. He's never voted. He was sent to life without parole and been in custody since before he was even ever able to vote. And this is the means by which we change society, that we elect people, and he is not able to do that. He has restrictions on voting as well. And so, I mean, we as a society pay a high cost for this, and looking at him as a symbol of that is another sign and a reminder that the rest of us have to double down and do a better job of reentry. It's so important to society. People in custody don't disappear and move to Germany or Australia. They come right back into these same communities after serving, on average, 4 to 6 years, and they have restrictions that don't allow them to give back to the communities where they came from, or to be well integrated into lives that can help and support their own communities. And so it's a real problem and a travesty.
And they're expected, and when they get out, they're expected to stay out, but they don't equip these people in order to do that, right? So it's a vicious cycle. All right, we're gonna talk about the other headline of the day. Derek Chauvin, he was obviously charged federally with violating George Floyd's civil rights. The other officers were too, but I want to focus on Chauvin really quickly, because he has a sentencing hearing coming up, and a part of that sentencing is factors and a PSI, a pre-sentencing investigation that the judge is going to have to consider. How much weight do you think these new federal charges are going to have on the judge's decision in terms of the sentencing, especially with that separate indictment? We're not just talking about George Floyd now. We're talking about a 14-year-old kid in 2017 that he hemmed up in the same way. Your thoughts?
Well, here's how it's going to make a difference. Regardless of what the state court charges him with, we know what they charge him with, but regardless of what the state court sentences him with, is that he is facing up to life again on the federal side independently. And that's not double jeopardy, because it's a separate jurisdiction. And so I think the federal side is going to be watching to see how much time he's going to get. And we know already that before they file this departure, in order to allege enhancements so that he faces more than the 12.5 years that he would face as a first-time convicted felon in that state, that he can have upwards up to the 40 years. But independent of that, these new federal charges mean that he could still face up to life. And one of the things that I think is really interesting about federal charges is that those federal charges, until now, still include up to the death penalty for some cases. And so this is how you see the back door into death penalty in states that don't have death penalty if there are federal charges for things like hate crimes. And so I know that part of the contemplation on the federal side is trying to step in and fill the role where the states don't go far enough or don't do enough. And this Department of Justice, under this administration, is really being aggressive about stepping into that role, specifically when we're talking about accountability. The only issue is, and I just want to raise this issue, as we have accountability for Chauvin, we still aren't having the conversation and connecting the dots from accountability to reform. We still have to, and this is the role where I want to see played in more states and specifically in the federal government, a standard about reforms for policing and a standard that gets institutionalized beyond the aspirational conversations that we've been having about reforming the police. So we certainly are on the pathway for accountability for Chauvin, but I want to see what the accountability looks like for the other officers that have been charged and what the investigation reveals about the pattern and practice that has been going on in that area for a very long period of time and how that's going to make a difference to the rest of the country. That's the key missing part, and that's the bridge that we have to build with leadership at the federal level. And hopefully states aren't waiting for that leadership, that they're taking their own initiative, and local agencies are taking the initiative as well, with more civilian oversight agencies taking the lead and shining the light and building out policies and reforms that will change race disparities that have been built into our policing system.
Well, we'll end it right there. Thank you so very much, BNC's legal contributor and veteran prosecutor, Paul Henderson.
Thanks for having me, Yodit.